Hello students. So today we will start chapter number 3, that is quadrilateral, right? So first of all, as you can see here, I written over here plane surface. What it does mean? Plane surface, for examples, your blackboard is a plane surface, your any page, any books page or copy page, right, is a plane surface. So whenever we start joining the all the vertices of any page, means all the corners, without lifting the pen, you will draw a curve which is made of line segments, right? So this kind of figure you will get, right? So this figure we call as a plane surface. Means what? Suppose you just open a page and try to join all the corners without lifting the panes, right? So you will get a surface. That surface we call as a plane surface, right? So why we are discussing these things? Because we will see how a surface made, because a surface made of a boundaries, right? This boundary is made of various curve or line segment, right? So here is some figure are there. We have to judge uh, which figure shows which type, right? So if this kind of, here is this figure is made of two segment of lines, right? So this is we called as a simple curve that is not closed, right? Take another one, right? So this is not a simple curve, this is a curve but not a simple curve, right? What is this? This is a complete circle. So simple closed curve we call as a simple closed curve. Now next, like this, not simple curve but it is a closed, right? These two are open, these two are closed. This is a simple curve, this also a simple, these two are not simple, right? Now next, we have to know what is polygon. A simple closed curve made of only a simple closed curve made of only segments, only line segment is called polygons, right? Like your triangle is a polygon, is a quadrilateral is a polygon, right? Your pentagon, hexagon, rectangle, square, right? Whatever you want to make, like this is we got polygons, right? Polygons which made of various line segments, like closed, it's a closed curve na, which is made of various lines. So this is called polygon curves, which we call not a polygons, right? This is not a polygons. Take some other examples, these kind of things, this all. So these all are not polygons, right? Polygons always closed and, right, having its vertices, right? So this is a plain polygon curve, these are not a polygon curve. So next move, okay, we can see here what I'm adjusting this, you will see what I'm trying to explain, right? So now I'm classifying that how many polygons are classified on the basis of its sides, right? So classifications of polygons, as you can see here, this is triangle having three sides, right? This is a triangle having three sides. Four side, this is called quadrilateral, right? Five side, pentagon, this having the five side. This polygons we call as a six side, that's why we call as a hexagon. A polygon which have 3, that is triangle. A polygon which have 4, that is quadrilateral. A polygon which have 5 sides, that is called pentagon. A polygon which have 6 sides is called as a hexagon. Something like that if you are increasing the heptagon, octagon, and like that, right? So various polygons existing, but we have to discuss about quadrilateral. Now next things, diagonals, right? So today I will cover all the basic regarding your quadrilateral. So next is diagonal, right? What is diagonal? As the let me discuss the definition. A line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygons. Means consecutive vertices means A, B, C and D, right? A line which is joining two non-consecutive, means A and B are consecutive but A and C are not consecutive. So the line which are joining two points which are not consecutive vertices, right? This line AC is a diagonal and BD is a diagonal, right? Similarly, if I put A, B, C, D and E here, you will see what I am joining: A to D, A to C, E to B, B to D and E to C, right? So in this figure you have seen I have joined in non-consecutive vertices, right? So DB or BD is a line which join two points B and D which are not consecutive. Similarly, AD are not consecutive, right? Right. So what does this mean? Diagonal are a line segment which join the vertices which are not consecutive, right? So now one more thing we have to understand. What? So these all are diagonals, right, which I have made to join the point vertices, right? Now exterior and interior, what does it mean? Whatever inside of this circle, this is this region, this area inside the circle we call as the interior. This is a boundary. This is a boundary, right? So inside this boundary we call as a interior, right? Whatever existing out of this circle, right, out of this circle, this is called exterior. This is called exterior. Are getting my points? This is whatever the existing beyond this circle or beyond this boundary we consider as, this is our what, this out of these circles, whatever the region is here, this is called exterior. Now one more thing we have to discuss, that now see, you can see here, okay, let me explain. You know the polygons, right? So and you know the exterior and interior, and you also know the diagonals. Now which we call as a convex polygon and which we call as a concave polygons. So in convex polygon, each diagonal, I'm fixing it, let me fix it first, okay, right? You can see properly. Okay, so convex polygon, all the diagonals are inside the region, interior. You just make all the diagonals, it will just inside, they are only in inside area. Whatever the polygons, these are 4 polygons, and each and every polygons have its diagonal only inside its interior area, right? Now but in concave polygons, the diagonals are exterior from this region. Look at this. Are getting my points? So here diagonals are exterior area, right? So this kind of polygons we consider as concave polygon, and here is convex polygons, right? Now next one you have to know regular polygons and irregular polygons, right? In regular polygons, what we will see in this polygon, both equal equiangles and equilaterals are here. Means all the angles are same, and all the sides are same. Here also sides are same and angles are 90, each and every side, all the sides 1 2 3 4 5. So these 5 sides or 6 side, right? This shows that what equality means all the sides are equal as well as the angles are equal. All the angles are equal. These two things, equiangle and equilateral sides, we call as a regular polygon, and those diagrams or curves which are not equiangle and not equal side, here we say there is angle difference only this side, and these are not different, these are different, this is different, these all are different. So angles as well as sides are not same. So that's why we call as a, these are polygon but irregular polygons, and these are regular polygons, right? So you got this my points. So move on to next. One more thing we have to know, that how this, let's see angle sum properties. Afterwards we will discuss angle sum property, what it does mean, right? We have to find out the whatever the angles they are subtending, means angle A, angle B and angle C is how much, right? So we have to prove what is the sum of angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, how much it is, right? We have to calculate. Means what? The sum of internal angle of a quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral. I assume that this is a quadrilateral ABCD, whose angles are A, B and CD. So the sum of A, B, C, D is how much, right? So I just take what I'm taking a diagonal, right? So AC is a diagonal where you will see I just divided 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. There are 6 angles, right or not? So triangle ABC, we know the sum of internal angle of a triangles. We know that angle A means what? You can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180. Sum of triangular property, internal angle sum is 180. Similarly for angle BCD, you can see angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 will be 180. Now sum of all 6 angle is equals to this. Now means sum of angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equals to means what? 180 plus 180, right or not? Sum of these two you will get 180 plus 180. So 180 sum of 6 angle means sum of 1 2 3 5 and 6. This is what? This is sum of ABCD. So in this I just replacing 1 to 6 in terms of angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D. So this is sum of angle ABCD. So all the vertices angle is equals to 360. Hence it should be, you have to remember that the sum of internal angle of a quadrilateral will be 360 degree, right? So this is important one, you have to remember to solve the problems, right? So for to solve the next exercise, keep watching the videos, right? Thanks for watching.